We are back here on Girl Talk. I am here with my friend Kelly from StoneWorks. John Baltzerker's walking around too. The showroom looks amazing. Hi, John, over there. Sorry you're not on Girl Talk with us, but it's a girl thing, right?
That's right.
You know, I was just saying that I had been in, you have two locations. We're here in Bluffton today, and the showroom is absolutely amazing here. And I already said, I have to admit, sometimes I'm lazy and I just sneak down to Hilton Head and go there. But when I come here and I realize what it looks like, the resources that you have, it's amazing. And again, this is Girl Talk, but I have to do a quick testimonial and say that I feel like I'm a designer and I know pretty much what I'm doing. But Kelly, when I come in, when I talk to you, when I talk to Charles, when I talk to your cast of characters, I learn something every time I come, and that's what sets you apart. And I'll give you the example. We're talking about glass tile. This is easy. You just don't have to say anything. Just sit here and smile, right? But I'm putting it in a wet area. And you all were telling me how I should install that installation was important and what to do, and it just made all the difference in the world. To be honest with you, it made me sound smarter, and I really appreciate that.
Well, part of our job, I think, is to inform our clients, as well as selling, but we need to give you information that's helpful as well. So.
And I laugh when you say selling, because selling is usually, I love it, Debbie, it's perfect, but you can't use it here, you need to use it here. And you talk a lot about the trends. What are people looking at? We were talking about glass tile. Are you seeing a lot of that? And where are people using it?
We are seeing a lot of glass tile, and they're using it in all different areas. Of course, kitchen backsplashes, very popular there. Bathrooms, of course. Beautiful things for bar areas, for fireplace surrounds. So it's very versatile. Can be used in a lot of places.
Are you seeing color tones that are specifically being used, or is it really across the board?
You know, I think it's across the board. This area being a beach area, you know, we see a lot of, I think, the pastels and the beach colors.
I still love the sea glass
colors. I do too. But then we see, you know, grays and browns, and those colors are pretty trendy right now. So we see a lot of those as well.
Talk to me, if you will, about some of the shapes, because I see the glass, it's not just squares.
Right.
At all.
About the time you think that they can't come out with anything interesting, they do. And I think that's where we see the trends, a lot of the different shapes and things in glass, and a lot of recycled products and different things like that, which are popular.
I was reading the other day, and I think Consumer Magazine, and it was talking about all the different surfaces that are out and all the places that you can use, that people can use these hard stone surfaces. What are some of the places that might be interesting that people wouldn't consider using, let's say, some of the glass tiles or even granite?
Well, now as far as granite, you know, you can use granite around a fireplace as well as the tiles around a fireplace. Outdoor kitchens, which are, you know, very popular, of course, in this area for entertaining. Not necessarily glass tile unless it's, you know, as far as on a countertop, but granite would be perfect.
Are you doing any of the glass recycled glass pieces for countertops?
You know, we've dabbled in that somewhat. I personally have not done that much, but yes, it is available, and we could certainly help someone, you know, who is interested in that.
As far as finishes for granite and some of the stones, are you seeing a lot of sheen? Are you seeing more matte? Again, is it more of a personal choice?
You know, I think it's very personal. We see both.
Okay.
But now another texture that is getting very popular besides those is leathered. We're seeing a lot of materials coming in leathered, and those are very popular too.
You know, I was noticing as I'm sitting here trying to pay attention and not be distracted by all the wonderful things surrounding me, there is a vignette over here that you were like, oh, Deb, you have to see this. Very popular for what?
Primarily fireplace surrounds.
Interesting.
Yes, but now we have clients too who are thinking about using them as kitchen backsplashes.
Oh, see, I think that would look great.
It does, but I think both areas would be great. But they're interesting.
Do you find it, I know that in design there's a lot of emphasis on neutrals, but a lot of interest in contrast, highs and lows, textures. And one of the things I notice in all of these is it's not just about the shape, but it's about dimension. Is that the right? Is that how you would do?
Yeah, I would describe it that way, and I think that's one thing that's so popular about, you know, these new items is there is some kind of 3D dimension there as well. So.
Let me ask you a question, Kelly. When someone comes in and they think they want, let's say, to do a kitchen, backsplash specifically, a redo or renovation, because I know that's where people are spending their money now. What do they need to come armed with? What can help you?
They could always bring a cabinet drawer or a cabinet front so that we would have, you know, since those are going to be in the same areas. Pictures, a lot of people are watching HGTV.
Obsessively,
and so they come in with ideas in mind. So they can bring those, they can bring fabrics, paint colors, paint chips, you know, anything that they have that would kind of help us direct them and help them pull things together would be ideal.
Do we as consumers have an idea of what we want? Or are products changing so often that it's just, if I come in with a basic idea, can you kind of lead me through what's out there?
And we can, but you know, I think we find a lot of our clients are very educated on these products. So they do, a lot of them come in with their ideas in mind, but we are very, very glad to help the person who comes in that just really isn't familiar with what's available and help them put something together. We're also available to go out to someone's home.
That's just, yep.
We would be glad to do that too.
One of the other things, in my opinion, that's very wonderful about both of the showrooms is you've used your products throughout the showroom in so many applications that really you can just about see everything.
We do, and when you walk into our slab room, we decorate our slabs with different tiles and so forth, and it gives you a great idea of what colors and different textures and things can be put, you know, with different materials. Very helpful.
Again, I said it, I sneak into the Hilton Head showroom, but if you haven't had a chance to come out here to Bluffton, it really is worth, it is worth the drive, if only to get the coolest ideas ever. Thank you for joining us.
You're very welcome.
Thank you all for joining us here on Girl Talk, and stay tuned for Money Matters. Bye-bye.